just getting warmed up. So he's using a new feature that we have that allows you to just push and pull. And he's going to show you something really cool. Oh, delete instantly. Oh, what? Warmed up. So, Joseph, what are you making here, by the way? Just so everyone knows.
Okay, so this one is kind of just a collaborative, creative process. I have some sort of idea, but one of the powers of ZBrush is that you can actually come through and explore your ideas fast and quick, and make changes on the fly, and kind of go through and see exactly, experiment. So I'm not working on anything with a precision kind of element. I'm actually just going through and just looking for ideas on the model here as I kind of work with it. So I have a vague idea, but you guys aren't going to know what it is until I start pulling out some more shapes here.
Yeah, so he just deleted an edge loop there for those that didn't catch that. So really quickly, he's doing a nice little painting. And then, you got to make pieces fast. I know my man over here, Justin Fields, likes to make suits and many other people, so some great ways to do that right now. The gears are turning right now? Already. The gears are turning. So, and you can see he's deleting a face, really quickly. He's going to do something pretty cool. Ooh. Right, so you can think of Thomas's shoes, how fast it was now to make those shoes, right? So it's a nice little bridging capability, which has many options to it. He's inserting some edge loops here. Yeah, so he's just grabbing, obviously, again, low polygon as well, right? Keeping it nice and low, be able to just, as he said, design and think about what he's trying to make and be as quick with it as he could. Oh, it just bridged together between the two pieces right there.
I don't know if I like that one though, Paul.
No, get rid of it.
Let's get rid of it.
Hey, wait, pause for that, because put that back, there you go. So the really thing what he did here is he bridged automatically, and then he said, I don't like that, and just pushed down, and we got rid of it instantaneously. So again, for us, when we're developing, it's artistic workflow. It's about, we don't know as an artist sometimes where we are going, and we want to design and develop. And so when we're putting ZBrush together and some of these new features, we also are thinking that way. We're thinking the way you guys as a community and ladies think when you're an artist. I love it. Is this like a sci-fi couch or something, maybe?
It might be a sci-fi couch, maybe. It could be a military couch, though. You never know.
You're going to do another bridging thing here? Oh,
yeah, just a little bridge here. Maybe just do a little.
Notice, too, that he's changing the spans on the fly. He can change the distance also at the same time.
Yeah, let's do it at a better angle so you guys can see.
There you go. And then see now he's changing and playing with the distance a little bit.
Just tweaking it a little.
Yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh. So what we have here is a new subdivision, which is called dynamic subdivision levels. So the beauty of this is Joseph can continually work and go back and forth, and look with the low cage, the subdivision cage, and if you want to go ahead and show him that you can edit on the fly too.
Yeah.
So he's got a new
slider. Nice and smooth now.
Yeah. So you just threw some creasing on there, right?
I did. I threw some creasing on there.
You did it with one button, I think, right?
It was
the subdivided version, and he's changing his creasing on the fly, and you can see it updating on the fly on the dynamic surface, which we would all love to have, right? Especially for me, that's a big hard surface guy. I want to see my stuff going, my beveling or anything else work the way I would want it to work. So this is a new mode of subdivision.
This edge looks a little bit harsh, doesn't it, Paul?
What?
This edge looks a little bit harsh?
Yeah, I think you can change that. I think so. Oh, bevel. Oh, bevel. Oh, bevel.
Does that look better? You like that one better?
Go for it. Oh, go for it.
Well, maybe, I don't know. You like it hard or soft?
Go soft.
Let's add some more rose to it.
Add some more rose. And go soft. Yeah. There. Bueller.
Let's see what it looks like smooth. Oh, that might be too soft.
That's nice. This made my day. I had a tear fall on my keyboard when this feature came. As a hard surface person, I'm like, oh my God, bevel.
There we go. That's a pretty good curve there.
God. Yeah. And again, mind you, take a look at his polygon count at the top too. So hit that little Shift M, hit that little magnifier, so they all can see it. Go up to the polygon count, right? Do you see his polygon count, right? But look what you're looking at. You're looking at the subdivided surface. Okay, so this mode also. Okay, how many features you guys have in ZBrush where you can't use it? Like maybe mirror and weld, where you want to use it, but you have a subdivided surface. Guess what? Dynamic subdiv will actually work on all that stuff now. Slicing. You want to throw a little slice on there, maybe?
Just a little slice.
What do you think? A little slice like a cake? We're giving them the pie.
All right.
Just give them a piece, though, not all of it. Just give them a piece. So again, I'm reiterating, this is a subdivided surface you're looking at, and he's using now those slicing brushes on it, right? Pretty
So
awesome.
options you couldn't do with subdivision.
By the way, he's using the 64-bit version right now, just so you know. So you can see what he did here. Think about what he's doing here with the geometry. You can keep it low and still put in, little shapes in there. Right? So he's able to duplicate this knife multiple times, and he's not having any problems. Send that over to Keyshot when he wanted to send that over.
Mm-hmm.
So very, and I want to point out the blade, because you and I had a big conversation about the blade, right?
Yeah.
Him and I jumped around, talking about.
I don't know if you guys have ever tried to make a blade.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Oh.
Right.
Well, now.
Right? So, and because of the dynamic, he can see, hey, here, I'll just throw in an edge loop.
If I don't want edges creased, yeah, I can come in and just unchange the crease levels and just get rid of them. Now I got a non-serrated edge.
And not only that, you just uncrease an edge loop. It wasn't just one. See that? He just uncreased an entire edge loop as well there, which was pretty cool right there too. You went from the dynamic to the hard surface.
So little additive features on the side there.
I think the whole grenade ended up taking you like, what, a couple hours? Not even?
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, after you got your design down? No, it's creation. There you go. So he's quickly making pieces for his grenade, deciding what he wants and where he wants to make those pieces. And then, now he's got his nice little pieces on the top.
Rubber on the top.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's nice
That's
right
pretty
there.
good. That's pretty good there.
Nice. I'm just going to make weird noises now. There, yeah. So now he switched from, hey, I actually don't want to turn that into another piece. I just want to move it up and give it that nice, a different little beveling and adding an edge loop now to it. He did cut an edge loop. Now he wants obviously circular pieces.
You gotta have the circular pieces.
You have to.
You have to.
It's mandatory. Creased as well, right?
Yeah, they're already creased.
Yeah.
There you go.
In a way, he's deciding what he wants to be, in essence, a new polygroup. So there you go. Instantly, that's a panel. That's a polyloop polygroup instantly. Because polygroups are such an important feature in ZBrush, allow you to do so much more. So that's beveling on the fly, right? And he's telling ZBrush how many loops he wants in those bevels, right? So you can see how quickly he's starting to already make a grenade happen in front of you guys, right? Why we talk, by the way. So that's always a fun part. Polygrouping, no, I'm just ready? Watch. Wait for it.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Wait for it. Ooh. And radial symmetry, right? It's not on every single face. Why don't you turn off symmetry and show it to them, Dress?
All right.
Undo.
Turn off symmetry.
Turn off symmetry.
It's off.
It's off. No symmetry. Boom. So this is how, if you guys remember his image that he was showing you, how he made those little pieces. Hey, you know what? You know what? You can show them right there. I'm super excited about the transpose line.
You want me to do it?
Oh, please show them. Please show them. What did it do? What did it do?
It looks like it's in the center of everything.
Shut it right now. Transpose line in the center of your geometry. So, and it does appreciate the masking. So if you notice, it's centering around actually those green pieces only. It's looking at those and centering the transpose line based upon that. So it's a nice little addition that I've always wanted for when I'm doing hard surface with inside ZBrush. Oh, adding an edge loop quickly, are you? Yeah, because he wants to make it a little more squared, right? He doesn't want to have it round, so he's just throwing an edge loop there. That's what it looks like.
I'm not liking that.
No.
We're gonna have to go back and do a little change here.
Go ahead. We won't mind. Wait. That was cool. Can you do that more though? Just, yeah, do it to all of them. Yeah. That was cool, dude. Wait, undo and do it again.
You want to go the other way?
I missed it. Yeah.
So we have a new kind of system here that's called Array Mesh. And what Array Mesh does is it's going to take your models and allow you to array them in different areas. So if I turn this on, you can see I can start duplicating these shapes out. So if I want a whole bunch this way, or let's build some sort of Colosseum structure. So I'm just going to move these up a little bit. So one of the nice things about this feature is that it allows you to modify one, and then any of the arrayed objects will actually be updated. So you can quickly visualize, different assets or scenes. So with this, we'll work with all the dynamic subdivision stuff as well, so you can see they're all updating on the fly. We can also use any of the QMesh features, and you'll see it's going to update across all of them. We can also use different features, so we can not just use QMesh tools, we can use any tools inside of ZBrush. So I can come through and say I want to put some pillars on these guys here. And with these insert meshes and this array function kind of turned on, let's do a little more array here. We'll turn it off. So I'm just going to come through and just add a quick column to this area here. So I'm just going to make sure I have that insert mesh brush selected. I'm going to select my column object here, and then I'm just going to draw this out. Right? So I'm just drawing this column out. Now, once I let go, you're going to notice this is going to be replaced across all those surfaces. Right? So I can now edit these on the fly. So I can tuck that in a little bit. Let's make it a little bit smaller.
Don't even need to talk.
And while you're doing the transpose function too, another little thing, so I can do it crazy like this, or I can hold shift and it'll actually lock it into the axis position there, so I can get those arches to kind of flow like that. All right, so I can continue just coming through and adding different elements to these things here. So say I want to add maybe even some of that nano stuff that we covered the other day. So I'm going to come through and just go to the insert nano mesh here. But actually I need to actually turn a brush to actually use that. So I'm going to go back and select that insert mesh. And now I'm just going to turn this into a brush quick to actually use the nanos. And now if I hit M, I have a whole new set of tools here. I can grab something, let's try this guy. I'm just going to populate this entire surface here with these nano options. So just drawing that out and then inserting them in. Like that, and you can see it's updated across all this array as well. So we can go poo, 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 poo.
See, sound effects in ZBrush.
And now I can come in and actually adjust these nano meshes on the fly as well. So it's giving you this kind of layered system of setup to actually go through and keep adding and keep modifying and let you be creative and a great idea. So first let's mess with our repeats here. Yeah, make sure this is on. Let's give it a few kind of things. Let's go 16. And then let's lump them all together.
Okay.
Lump, 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 lump. Sound effects, Paul.
Lump, 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 lump. Just one what he went with. Whoa!
So you have a bunch of kind of options you can kind of use for this. So as you can see, just by doing simple kind of things like this, you can also shape find for different objects. So more kind of exploration of your creativity and looking at how these kind of forms, just like literally taking all these meshes and compiling on top of each other, will give you different attributes.
Right. He started using array to get the base that he kind of wanted. And then keep in mind, these arrays, again, are instances. I think that this is a good way to show how you can use this kind of as a sculptural concepting thing too. Not even just a final piece. You can send stuff and go back and forth with. I think.
So let's just send that over.
All right. Send it over.
All right, it's there. It's there. Wow.
Done.
That was pretty fast.
So you can see his updates are there instantly in Keyshot, right? His little whatever nubs that he pulled out. Yeah. So
let's say I don't want those anymore, Paul.
You know what's key though? Wait, what's key? Before you didn't have those nubs. The materials were all there, and you sent that one over, and then all the materials stayed. All right. That's nice, right?
Let's say I don't want all those nubs. Let's go back.
All right.
We're gonna go back in time a little bit. There we go. Maybe something like that.
Yeah. Put your material. Oh, that's pretty.
All right. Now let's send that back. Let's see what it looks like now without the nubs.
Yeah. Good. Good. Figure out what design's really going to work for him.
Something.
And he's using Keyshot kind of as a visual concepting, looking at piece.
It was left in the sun.
That's beautiful. Yeah, there, exploded. And notice the material, he turned the material off, so it sent the material that he had selected in the material palette now over to Keyshot. So that's right, all the materials in ZBrush will go over to Keyshot.
Now, another thing that we haven't talked about yet is that we have enhanced the actual surface noise inside of ZBrush as well. So first I'm going to come up, I'm going to disable what we're currently doing. So let's come up here and turn this off. And let's go down to the surface noise tab here. Let's just load a little noise up.
Pretty.
See, we got a little noise. Now, one thing you may notice, if you guys are familiar with surface noise here, we have the ability now, there's these little boxes here, And this is going to allow you to mix noises or blend noises together.
More than one.
More than one. So with this, you have the option to load in, textures and then blend them with a noise as well. And this is going to allow you to kind of create seamless textures if your texture is not seamless. So if you bring something in, then it's, you have that rough border and you throw it on your model and you realize you got those edges there. Well, now you can come in with another noise on top of it and blend that out. So it's a nice kind of way to kind of get these kind of forms established quickly. And the other thing we've been doing with this surface noise is we've been using it to kind of generate items on our meshes that you may not have thought about. So ability of just applying noise to get new shapes and new forms on your models while you work. So this is what it looks like with just the noise. And this is basically just doing a bump map, right? So it's basically taking the values of the noise and it's just applying it as a bump. Well, this is great, but we wanted to do something a little different, So let's come up and let's turn on.
You might say we push the element.
Let's turn on this one. Now let's re-render. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference here. Maybe I need to get in a little bit closer. But it is actually displacing the actual geometry there. Paul, do you want to cover a little bit on this?
Yeah, this was big, because I know some of the people are even demoing surface noise. So for myself, when we were putting this together, there's a lot of times where you would apply and undo, or put it on a layer. So we put that now in the rendering. So when you render out your BPR, you're going to see what it applies, because kind of what surface noise is doing is kind of giving you guys a bump map view of what you're seeing. So when we rendered it in the version you have now, that's pretty much what you saw. What we're doing now is literally applying it as a displacement and pushing the geometry to what it would look like if you hit the little apply to mesh button. And if you notice, it actually goes over to key shot.
So we've added, I don't know if anybody familiar with Replay Last? So with this, you can just come through and start sculpting, your little kind of hair area here. And then just go where else you want to go, and then it'll just draw it out again. Some insert meshes too.
Okay.
Let's see.
Won't that take some time?
It may. Let's give it a try.
All right. I'll sit back and watch.
Yeah, that's going to take a while.
No, that's not going to work.
No, it's not going to work.
No. You need to do something else.
I need something else.
Okay. Let's.
Do you think I should try this thing called?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nanomesh?
Go ahead. Try it.
Nanomesh?
No.
Let's make sure I got the polygon on there.
You got to have your.
Oh. Yeah, because we're still a little bit too even. It's very repetitive.
Completely
very
computerized.
That's not going to work. Not going to work.
Okay.
There's another menu. Huh.
What do you think? What are you going to do now with this? Maybe some randomness?
Yeah, let's see what randomness is going to do here.
Okay, that works.
Yeah,
Having some nice randomness.
That works pretty well.
Changing maybe some, rotations maybe?
Yeah, let's see what the rotations are going to give us.
By the way, this is just what, one piece of mesh, or is this multiple pieces of mesh, Joseph?
This is nano mesh.
This is one piece of mesh that's an instance, actually, that's happening across the surface for him. So you can change all this on the fly, change his width, change his height, change how much randomness he wants. And again, remember that, look what he's putting this on. He's putting this on a very low cage. And he's keeping this particular subtool, what is that, 278 right now? Now he's going to another side, right, which he took the time to really quick assign some polygroups so that he can put it along that polygroup. And then now, because that's a different polygroup, make those rocks be a little bit more different too. And you can see what he starts to do. You know what, you need something on the top though.
I do, it's a little bit bare up there.
It is.
It's a little bit bare.
It's the pink road right now.
What I got.
What do you have? What do you have available?
Maybe some wood.
Wood planks.
Let's put some wood planks up there.
Nice. And what are you going to do? Maybe make them go all the right way or different ways?
I don't know. We're gonna see.
There
you go. That's all right.
Nice. That's nice. I like that. That's good. So you can see he's very quickly changing the orientation even of those wooden planks that's going across the bridge, right, to make his bridge happen.
Let's get that a little bit higher there.
Yeah.
We need a little bit more of those.
What if you affect the underlining surface? What happens?
Wait, Paul.
I'm jumping ahead now.
You're jumping ahead.
Just super excited about this.
You're jumping ahead.
So he's just populating this. Again, this is just he used one piece of mesh to populate this across the top of that bridge and figure out what does he want and how much variation does he want to have. Okay.
Some debris.
Go for it. See that? He's combining them now too, even along the top of the surface, right? So now he's not only got the wooden planks, he's also got the rocks going across there, so you can even continually add to even that. Remember, this is all along just that top surface.
Let's see what this ground's doing.
The ground.
We got some dynamic subdivision.
Okay.
Ready to go. Let's add some,
It can't be military.
It can't be, this is actually not military, Paul.
Yeah, that's exactly what he would do, is camouflage the ground.
Let's add a little bit of grass.
What do you got there? A little grass, maybe?
A little grass.
A little grass.
Let's add
nice.
some.
Right, again, it's one mesh that he's populating along that one poly group and changing the size of the grass on the fly. It's not fiber mesh. This is just using this new mode to be able to, and then turn it and manipulate it.
Let's put some over here.
Yeah.
How about here? And here, and here, and here, and here.
He's just grabbing that poly group and say, hey, put that poly group there.
And here, and here, and
guess
here.
what you get? The grass.
Nuts. We have to we're going to make it thicker. There we go.
Right, and so now he's just putting his nail in the wooden plank where he wants to put them.
So let's add another one.
Yeah,
nail over there.
2's good.
A little bit big. We'll see what it looks like.
I think it'll probably be fine. Oh, maybe not.
It's a very scary bridge.
These little piece of wood, put the nails on it, and then it repopulated all the nails across all the pieces of the wood planks. So very cool to be able to keep expanding this. And if he ever want to come back to this and make it, instead of just 2 little nails on either side, he wants to have multiple nails in multiple locations. It's a simple thing for him to do with this new mode. So now, see, he's only got it on one side of the wooden planks now. There you go. And then this is what he's bringing into KeyShot to render away. So this is the beauty of the bridge system that we were able to do. So he could send this over, see if he's liking the lighting or anything he wants to do. Use it more of a designing essence to figure out maybe, hey, he wants to put more rocks somewhere else or change his wood or put grass a different way because he doesn't like the way the render's coming out when he goes in.
Maybe
There you go. That's good. That's totally what happened.
Actually, let's mess with the grass a little bit too. Let's move it around.
There. So he's coming back saying, hey, I kind of want to adjust where the grass is and what's going on with that, and then go and see what that looks like in KeyShot for the update for the bridge that we've made. And so you can see we're sending everything over for you guys instantly to be updated. Huh?
I think that's all I got.